In whom or what do you put your trust? Money, power, or do you put your trust in God? These are good questions to ponder, especially as we discuss the wealth of this site, ancient Didyma, located in modern-day Turkey. Didyma was an ancient Greek sanctuary to the twin gods Apollo and Artemis. It is located 15 miles south of the city of Miletus, connected by a sacred road with monumental tombs of notable individuals from the region. Although Didyma does not appear in the New Testament, the temple here allows us to understand the world of Paul. This site is specifically famous for its temple to Apollo. This temple and the temple of Artemis in Ephesus were both created by the architect Paeonius. The temple to Artemis in Ephesus no longer exists, with only one column standing in a muddy marshland. The temple of Apollo does still stand, restored to such a degree where you can imagine its grandeur in the days of Paul. The temple of Apollo allows us to understand not only the world of Paul, but also the first century church and the pagan culture and worldly pressures that opposed them. The economic world of the pagan first century was linked with the worship at the temples. You can read about this in Acts 19. This account in the text tells us that Paul's preaching over the course of 2 years disrupted the economy. The immense size and capital that it would have taken to construct a temple like this one, and even a larger one for Artemis in Ephesus, shows the reality of the financial backing of the forces that opposed the church in the days of the New Testament. Despite all of the opposition of the pagan world, their power and their money, the gospel continued to spread, and the church grew in size and in number. Remember, God is not limited, and in Him is strength and power beyond all the money and all the power in the pagan world, and in your world around you. The pagan world of the first century chose to follow false gods. They were taken in by money, the power of the pagan temples and leaders, and the worship of false gods. Like the early church, in what or whom will you choose to follow? Money and power, which are fleeting, or God our Father, our Redeemer, who is generous and loving beyond measure?